This reading is for Kay, and I'm using the Egipcios Kier tarot. It's a non-traditional deck with a lot of beautiful Egyptian art. So I'll go ahead and shuffle the cards and we'll begin. Okay, the first card that represents K is Delusion. The card of her concern is Expressiveness. Foundation Past is the Fool card. Recent Past, Transformation. Current Situation is Exchange. Near Future, the Provider. Generosity is her attitude. Current feelings. Resurrection, family, friends, and associates. Goal card. Hostility. The outcome card for K is Versatility. Kay, I see that you have recently recovered from a very serious condition, a breakdown, a form of mental illness, in fact. I'm sorry, that's really a hard thing to come out of, but it's looking like you've been fairly successful. Your card here represents a sickness and probably a hereditary condition. I suspect you know what I'm saying if you look back at your family or your family history. You've carried this for a very long time, and it's only been recently that you took steps to do something about it. However, it looks to me like you're on the road to recovery. Your card, the expressiveness that covers you, shows that you have very high intellect, and that's often the case with people who have had serious mental conditions. Sometimes it also means a lack of common sense. I'm not saying that that's necessarily your case, but you tolerated this for most of your life, and you've been quite able to hide it from people in general by remaining closed to yourself, not exposing yourself, not creating too many bonds with people or getting involved in other people's lives, living quite literally alone, except that you function very well outside because you have a good front. I hate to be, so candid about this, but something like that you've overcome, a serious condition like that, is to be commended. The fact that you sought help, I can see from your past, the Fool, it took you a long time to realize that, and when the change was coming, when things became serious enough for you to seek help, you took that road. It's like a new adventure for you because everything's new now that you've been able to gain some help. Probably seeking counseling, maybe a psychiatrist, probably with some drugs to, assist the situation. Transformation basically says that that's exactly what's happening for you. is that now that the problems have been addressed, you've sought professional help. It's on its road to success. It doesn't look like it was a short period of time, but this has been ongoing for some time now. And you're making the changes that are necessary for your health, for your future, for accomplishing things that you haven't been able to do up until now, just because you have had so many fears. The exchange right here literally is your current situation where you are shedding things that you've carried, burdens, and opening up your life at this time now so that you can go out and make those bonds, meet people, or even the people that you've known in the past who you have not had any kind of closeness or bond with. You're opening up to them now, and they're getting to know you, and it's they appreciate the fact that you're making that attempt, because there's so many people around you who've kind of been uncertain of what your situation was. They didn't know if you were, aloof, or if you were trustworthy, honest. They have no idea, because you have not been able to open up to them until now. So this is a very good path that you're on. It's the steps that you've taken have been very positive, and I have to applaud you for having gone through this and coming out on top. The provider card, which is your near future, is basically you providing for yourself. You've taken that step, and now you're opening up, and things are going to come to you like they have never come to you before. It's an opportunity for you to make contacts with family again, and friends. Your card down here, generosity, it's always been in your nature, but you haven't been able to do so because you didn't trust anybody. So I would recommend that you go ahead and pursue that generosity. Your family and friends here, resurrection, it's an odd way to put it, but basically they're going to forgive you for past things that have happened, because family, if nothing else, you have opened up to, and it's been very negative. But they're very understanding, and they see what you've gone through, and they know where you're coming from, so they're forgiving, and you should be forgiving too, because a lot of things that went on between you and your family were very distressful, and you've held them in, and it's burned inside. For them, now that they see the you that they'd hoped you would be, it's a very positive thing. Hostility, that's an interesting card here in this for your goals. It doesn't really mean what you'd think it means. What it means is a male is coming into your life, somebody who's a very strong personality and most likely military or has a military background. The card itself means that you are going to have a relationship like you haven't had before with a man who may be a long-term relationship in the future for you. The reason I say that is because versatility is really a card of fertility, fecundity, a relationship that produces family, children, that sort of thing. It's all very, very positive at this point for you. I'm sorry that you've had to go through such a terrible time, but you're coming out on top of it, and if you continue along this path that you're on right now, everything's looking great. Look forward to that relationship, and like I said, it's probably a man who's looking for a woman who wants them to lean on him. He's that kind of a person, a leader, and that's exactly what you need right now. You've never been able to lean on anybody before because of the trust and fear issues you've had. So when this relationship comes along, recognize it and be open to it. Accept it, because it's going to be a very good move for you, and from what I can see here, it's going to make a future for you that you had no idea. It'll be a financially sound future, a family that's a family of happiness and children, which, although maybe you haven't thought of that up until now, it's a goal that's realistic for you as you've progressed and healed yourself. So good luck with that, and thanks, Kay.